Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matron Akishete and today I will be sharing with you the content automation process for different social media platforms. I'm going to be following this content workflow. The first thing is I'm going to be putting an article in an Excel sheet and I'm going to be using Perplexity to summarize this article. And the router is going to be used to undo different scenarios. Basically what it does is it's going to ensure that different summaries are generated and then they are posted to different social media platforms using ChatGPT. So basically this is how the automation workflow will go. So now I'm going to go to make.com. If you don't have a Make account, kindly sign up and then log in so you can have access to the dashboard. And from here, you're going to click on create new scenario. The first thing to do is to begin your automation journey. So first thing is once you click on create scenario, you're going to have this cross sign. And as I said earlier, I'm going to be starting with my Google Sheets. So I'm going to be clicking on Google Sheets. And if you want to use Dropbox or if you want to use Excel, rather, you can use that. But I'm using Google Sheets for this purpose. So I'm going to be clicking on Google Sheets and then watch new roles. So what I'll do is from here, you connect to your Google account. If you're not connected yet, if you're using this for the first time, you're going to click on add and then the next thing is going to ask you to sign in with your Google, but I already connected mine so I don't have to go through that process again. The next thing is to search by parts. I'm going to be searching through this Google Sheets and I'm picking it from my drive basically. And then the next thing is I'm going to choose the particular content from my drive and I have this content already, which is content to post for Motunbis. I'm going to be showing you this here so that you can have an idea of what you will do when you're creating yours. So you're going to have this news article. You can create as many links as you want here. Paste links for maybe the blogs you've read or the links from your different posts that you've made also. But for this purpose, I'll be using just this one link. And then I'm going to go back to my make.com and I'm going to select just one sheet. So I have just one and I'm going to select that. And once I'm done, I'm going to ensure that my limit is just one. I want it to post just one time. And then I'm going to save this. I don't have an ID, so I'm selecting all from the sheets. And then I'm going to save. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to run this automation once. And then you can see here that the output is the link that I put in here. So that is good. We are good to go. And I'm going to move this now here. For this, it's asking me to post every 15 minutes. I don't want to post every 15 minutes. Rather, I want to post every day. So I'm just going to choose every day and then probably choose a time, maybe 7:30, for example. I think that's fine. And it's saying Europe, London time, so it's fine. And then I'm going to save this. So just to avoid losing your work, you can click on save and you have your scenario saved. So this is really good. So now we're through with the first one. And then the next thing, as I said, is to click on your Perplexity. So I'm going to click on Perplexity here and I'm going to create a chat completion. So what I will do is I'm going to add my API key here. So if you don't have Perplexity account or if you need one, you can just sign up and then once you sign in, you come to API. You load your credits as you want to, and then you could scroll down to pick your API key, generate a new one. So this is just depending on what you want to do. You can as well use Claude or ChatGPT also for this process, but I'm going to be using Perplexity for the purpose of this summary. So then you pick a model. You can pick any model from here. I'm going to be choosing this Sona, and then I'm going to be adding item. So for this content, I'm going to say summarize this article. So I'm going to be clicking this news article because that's what I want it to summarize. And then I'm going to be picking the role as a user because I'm the one doing this. And then once I'm done, you don't need to add this. I will leave it like that. And then I'm going to save. So I'm going to run this model and then it's asking for the link summary. And I'm going to click on this link and okay. So I'm going to run it once. Now I have my summary This is really good. You can see the input. The input is summarizing this article. Let's go to the output now and go and check on the choice and see what it brings out. So you can see it has given me this beautiful summary of that particular article. Can you see how good this is? Now that I have this, I'm basically just going to drag this so everything I have enough space to pick on the next thing. The next one I'm going to pick now is I'm going to be picking my router. Now remember I said the router is used for handling different workflows. For this purpose of this, I'm just going to be using two. You can decide to use 3, 4, depending on what you want, but let's use 2. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to be adding my ChatGPT because that's what I want to use to pick the summary and then write a content for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick ChatGPT to create a completion for me. And what this means is it's going to look at the article that Perplexity has written before and it's going to write a social media post for me that is going to be posted on maybe Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, depending on what you want. So I've already added my API key. The same way you generated your API key for Perplexity, you did the same thing for ChatGPT. Once you do that, you come back to make and then you can pick your model. So I'm going to pick the first one, which is O Mini, which is, I think this is good. And now I'm going to add my message. So what do I want to do? I'm going to pick user and then I'm going to come here and just copy a post so that it creates this post for me. So I'm going to pick this and I'm going to come here and I will click on, as a digital market specialist, I want to create an Instagram post about the following AI article. So let me use article and not blog. And then make this content sound human-like and include necessary vocabulary and grammar. Make this engaging to attract my ideal audience to my page. And here is the summary of the article. So I'm going to click on the summary of the article, which is I'm going to come to choice, I'm going to come to message, and I'm going to click on content because this is what the summary from Perplexity is basically what is going to be working with now. And once I'm done with that, for the max completion, maybe the kind of social media post I want the maximum to be 2048 tokens, basically words that I want. You can have, I think the maximum you can have is about 4096, and but this is what I want. So I'm going to save this, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run it. So once I run this module, it's going to run and then it's going to give me, can you see the beautiful result it brought out here, which means this is good. So I'm going to do the same thing, add my ChatGPT, create a completion, do the same thing for this model. I'm going to pick, okay, let's pick a new model actually, just to see the difference. So let me pick, let's pick GPT 4.5. And then the next thing I will do is to click on the message, click on the row, I'm the user doing this, and I'm going to summarize the same thing, which is article. So the first one I did was for Instagram, right? So let's make this a Facebook post. Facebook. And then here is the summary of the article. Okay, so it's telling me create a Facebook post. Okay, I think I'll just use it since it's suggesting that for me. So for Facebook, it's asking if I want to put an image. For the Instagram that I did earlier, I can decide to put an image if I want to. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But let's just say if I have an image file, I can do that. If I don't, but I don't think I need an image file, to be honest. For Facebook, I can just write the text. So I'm just going to save this and then I'm going to run. We have that. This is good. And then we have this. So right now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to add my OpenAI also. and I'm going to generate an image. Can you see? For my IG, I'm going to generate an image. I'm going to choose DALL-E, and I'm going to say create. Now, if you have an image, if you have a prompt for the image you want to create, you can do so. So I will just say create an AI image that suits the summary of my post. Instagram posts. This is an example. If you want to do yours, please create a better prompt, but I'm using this just for the sake of this example. You can create better prompts that will give you really good image. So I'm going to save this, and I have that for Instagram. So the next thing now is to add my Instagram, which is this. I'm going to add my Instagram, create a new post, and then from here I'm going to choose the page to use. So I'm going to choose my page. Then I'm going to choose the URL. So I'm going to go to data URL. That is what I'm going to be choosing. I'm going to go back to data and choose just URL alone. And then from the caption, I'm going to go back and also choose the caption we made from ChatGPT. So I'm going to choose the content also. And then that's it. I'm going to save that. Let me be sure that everything is correct. My username, I can just put my name here. You don't have to, but let me just put it so I don't have any errors triggering when I am trying to run it. So, and then I'm going to save that. Then I'm going to come back here also and add the Facebook, and I'm going to follow the same process, and Facebook page, create a post. I've already added my Facebook page, so ensure you always connect to the pages that you're adding to your automation workflow. It's very important so you don't have errors. And then I'm going to click on my page, and then I'm going to come back to the message because I just created just text for this. I'm going to come back to choice, going to come to message, and I'm going to select the content. And then once I do that, and I'm going to click on save. And that's it. Your automation workflow is ready. So I'm going to run once just to confirm everything is working perfectly. As you can see, everything is working so well. If there's any error, you're going to be seeing a red sign, or it's going to come up that you have an error. And then you can check through the error and then redo your automation workflow. If I want to send this to my email, I can also decide to add this, and maybe before I post it, I can just send to my email, or let me say send to my Gmail. I'm not copying email, rather I want to send a mail. I can say, talk about the subject, maybe AI summary. Oh, I have to create a connection to do that. Then I create a connection, I log in, I create it, and then put the subject and the content. If there's any attachment that I want to add, I'm going to do the same, and then I'm going to save. But for the purpose of this, I'm not creating any Gmail. I just want to leave it like that. But that's just how you work with this. So this make is really good. I suggest you just try it out and look at the different automation processes that you can have. Just go through all the scenarios, all the apps here. You can see JSON file here. You can even see Telegram bot. Probably I will try that maybe the next one. You can see Notion also, really good. Google Docs. There's so many things that you can do on this. Trello, it's really good. I'm seeing a whole lot now. So you just have to put in all this automation. You can have DeepSeek here. You can as well use DeepSeek instead of ChatGPT, but we'll probably have to buy the API to have access to it. But you have so many platforms here that you can automate with. So, and if you come to your template from here, so I'm going to save these changes. Let me save. Oh, let me save. It's important that I save this. Yeah, that's good. So that I can download it once I'm done. And template, you can see so many templates of what you can work on. From this template, it's very easy for you. So make is so easy. You just have to look at the scenario you want to create. Do you want to attach your Notion to your Google Calendar? You just have to look at the workflow you want to work with, and you'll be able to create the automation process that you want. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this video. Please, if you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe, share, and also make a comment if you want me to make any other videos that you like, or that you've seen, or that you like to learn more, or a particular tool or application you came across with and you're trying to figure it out. Kindly drop in the comment section and I'll be happy to do so. So thank you, everyone, and see you in my next video.